Welcome to the Explainer. Today we're diving into something that literally feels like actual magic for event photographers. We're talking about Pixeva's camera-to-cloud feature. Look, if you shoot live events, you already know what the ultimate bottleneck is. It's always getting those photos out of your camera and into the hands of the guests, right? Well, Pixeva has engineered a workflow revolution that completely shatters that bottleneck, and we are going to break down exactly how it works. Okay, let's dive into this. How in the world do you deliver a photo to a guest the exact second you click the shutter? It sounds completely impossible, doesn't it? Traditionally, that shutter click is just the beginning of a really long, honestly, tedious journey. But what if that click was the end of the journey for you and the beginning of an instant, mind-blowing experience for your client? And here's the best part. To pull off this illusion, you absolutely do not need an IT degree. It's a delightfully simple three-step process. First up, you generate your dashboard credentials. Second, you connect your camera. And third, you just shoot and auto-deliver. It really is that simple. The whole shebang in 3 steps. Section 1. The magic of instant delivery. This really highlights the night and day difference we're talking about. Think about the old way for a second. You shoot onto an SD card, you run to a laptop, you dump the files, maybe slap on a quick preset, upload them to a gallery, and then blast out a mass email link. I mean, that takes hours, sometimes days. Now compare that to the Pixeva way. You click the shutter, that file flies through the cloud, facial recognition instantly tags the subject, and boom, the photo lands directly on the guest's phone. You've reclaimed hours of your life right there on the spot. Section 2, Step 1, Dashboard Credentials. So the crucial point here is that out of all the incredibly complex back-end engineering powering this system, there are literally only 3 pieces of information you actually need to care about. When you activate Camera to Cloud for an event in your Pixeva dashboard, the system just generates these for you. You get a host URL, which is always ftp.pixeneva.co. You get a unique username that'll always start with px_, and you get a secure, randomly generated password. That right there, that's your golden ticket. Once you have those credentials, you're essentially plugging into what we call the Pixeva pipeline. You can just think of this as a magical black box. Behind the scenes, Pixeva is busy spinning up dedicated servers, watching folders, securely routing your files, and matching up facial data. But for you, the photographer, you just copy the credentials and let that black box handle all the heavy lifting automatically. No sweat. Section 3, Step 2, Connect your camera. Now consider this your ultimate cheat sheet. No matter what major brand you shoot with, the setup process is practically identical. It's just kind of hidden under slightly different menus. If you're shooting Sony, you'll head to Network, then FTP Transfer. Canon shooters, it's Network, then FTP Transfer. For Nikon, look for Connect to FTP Server, and if you're on Fuji, it's under Network/USB, then Create Connection. You literally just take those 3 pieces of info from Step 1 and plug them right into these menus. Oh, and here is a tiny but super critical detail to keep in mind. If your camera prompts you for a port number while you're entering your host and password, just type in 21. Port 21 is the standard gateway for this kind of connection. Combine that with your dashboard credentials, and your camera knows exactly where to send your files. Now, what's really interesting here is the common thread across every single camera brand we just looked at. The golden rule is this: you must always choose explicit FTPS, which is sometimes labeled as FTPS. And you must always enable passive mode, or PASV. This is absolutely crucial. It guarantees your photos aren't just flying through the air unprotected, but they're fully encrypted, totally secure, and flowing smoothly past network firewalls. Think of it as the secret handshake that lets your camera securely talk to Pixeva. Section 4, Step 3, Shoot and Auto-Deliver. Let's actually walk through a day in the life of a single photo. Picture this: you're out on the event floor. You spot a great candid moment, raise your camera, and click the shutter. Boom, Step 1 is done. Immediately, moving to Step 2, your camera's Wi-Fi securely beams that high-res JPEG directly to the Pixeva server. In Step 3, the second it lands, the facial recognition engine wakes up, scans the image, and instantly matches faces to registered guests. And finally, Step 4, the guest's phone buzzes with a notification. The photo is literally already in their hand. And all of that, it happens in seconds. Your photo flies over Wi-Fi directly into the event gallery. Just think about the sheer power of that statement for a second. You never touched an SD card, you never opened a laptop, you absolutely never manually uploaded anything to an album or painstakingly typed out an email address. The secure connection you built back in step 2 simply triggers this entire automated pipeline for every single shot you take. And really, that brings us to why this matters so much. This whole setup isn't just about having cool tech for the sake of cool tech. It's about what the tech actually enables you to do. You get to reclaim your time and you get to completely blow your clients' minds. When guests get professional, stunning photos delivered straight to their phones while the event is literally still happening, it creates an unforgettable experience. And for you, it means you get to stay fully present. You're focusing on your craft, your lighting, your composition, instead of stressing out over full memory cards. I love this because it perfectly captures the true value of the whole Pixeva workflow. Technology shouldn't keep you behind a laptop. It should put you on the floor, capturing moments. That hit the nail on the head, right? That is exactly what this camera-to-cloud feature accomplishes. It completely removes the friction of file management and replaces it with pure, uninterrupted creative time. It takes all that invisible, tedious, busy work and just automates the whole thing. So, I'm going to leave you with this question. Are you ready to ditch the SD cards and embrace the magic of instant delivery? I promise you, once you experience this workflow, looking back at the old way is going to feel like going back to dial-up internet. No way you'll want to do it. The 3-step magic trick is just waiting for you to try it out. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Go set up that dashboard, connect your camera, and I'll see you out on the floor capturing those instant moments.